Hello everyone, Jai Jagannath. I am Jasmine here. Welcome back to my channel Take and Beyond with Jasmine. In our last series, we discussed about SQL commands and types of commands and its uses like DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, DQL. I highly recommend whoever did not attend my last series, just go back and watch the series so that you can get thorough idea into that. Without wasting time, let's start our today's session, where we are going to cover two important topic. We can say this is the building blocks of the SQL queries. And these topics are clauses and operators. So let's start. As you see, it's about clause and operators. So let's move towards clause. What it is? As you know, clauses are the components of the SQL statements that define the specific behavior within a query. They don't stand alone. They are part of the larger statements like select, update, delete, etc. Like whatever commands we have studied. So this is the part of, this is the not the standalone. They are part of, like they are always used with the commands. So these are the different types of clauses like select, from, where, group by, having, order by, limit, join, on, alias, distinct. As you know, select is the like one command, DQL commands. But if we'll see here, mostly clauses we can say like where, group by, having, order by, limit. Okay. So clauses is the components of the SQL statements in the query. Like one we knew already, that is the SQL command, and then it is the clauses. Likewise, one component is their operator. What it is? Operators are used to define conditions and manipulate the data. There are different types of operators like arithmetic operators, comparison operator, logical or Boolean operators, pattern matching operators, range operators, set operators, null check operators. As you know, clause, like how we are using the clause in our SQL queries. Already we know how to use the commands like select. This is the DQL command we can say. And here is it is the like one is the join, like select from, likewise join on, and then alias, like we are using like mostly as, then distinct, like how to distinct used to remove the duplicates. Then come to where means it is used for the condition, it filters the rows. Then come to group by, it is basically used for the aggregate, looking at the similar values, how we are taking the aggregate function. And then having, it is also used for the filtering, same like your where condition. Having is used after group by. Then order by, as it sounds, it signifies the chronological order in the sense of ascending or descending. Then limit, limit is like number of rows we want, maybe top n number. Then join, when we're considering two tables or more tables, that time concept of join is arises. Then alias, like it is used for basically renaming the columns or tables temporarily for reading. Then distinct, as you know, it removes the duplicates. Slowly we'll go one by one. Likewise, operators, arithmetic operators, like how that plus, minus, multiplication, division, percentage, these are the arithmetic operators. Then comparison, when we are comparing between two or more data in sense of like equals to, not equal to, lesser than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equal to, okay, and then logical or boolean. Boolean means like we, as we know, like true or false, yes or no. But when that condition satisfied, that time we are using true. So logical means and or not. Okay, and then pattern matching. Like when we are getting like similar pattern, that time we are using the concept of pattern matching. Like how it is, we are segregated like similar or dissimilar. Similar in the sense we can take like, then not like. Then come to range operator, like in between some ranges, like maybe high, one is the higher data, higher value, one is the minimum value. So these in between that a higher value and lower value, this is the range. So we are using here like in, between, not in. Then set operators, as we know, like it is basically union or intersect, except, not exist. Then null check operators. For checking null values, we are using null operator as is not or is not null. Okay, so just go through the definition. Like as it says, clauses is the component of SQL statements that define specific behavior within the query. Okay, within the query, it is the component of SQL statements. Operators are the used to define that condition and manipulate the data. Okay. Then move ahead to our next slide, what it says. So here it is like operator type. One column is says about operators, then its purpose. So arithmetic operators, as I told, like plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage. Okay. Purpose is like perform mathematical calculation on numeric data. So these are nothing but our mathematical calculation symbols. Okay. It performs mathematical calculation. Then come to comparison operator. How you are comparing, like comparing values to filter the rows based on the condition. Okay. Not like as we say, like equals to, not equals to, same, not equals to, then greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equal to. Then range operator, in, not in, between. It checks whether a value falls within a specified range or not. Then logical or boolean operator, and or not, combine multiple conditions logically. Then pattern matching, like, not like, match string pattern, match string pattern using wildcard or regular expression. That wildcard character we'll discuss. Okay. Then come to set operator. It says about union, intersect, except, union or not exist, combined results from the multiple queries. So whenever two tables, how you are executing that union or, let's see. Union means it will combine all the rows but remove the duplicates, whereas union all, it will combine all the rows and keeps also duplicates. Intersect, like whenever we are finding the common rows in between two tables. Then except. Except is nothing but our difference. Okay. Suppose whenever we are finding two tables are there, suppose we want that data should be in the first table, not in the second table. Okay, that time we are using the concept of except. Then not exist, when data should not exist in either of the table. Okay. Then null check operators, is null, is not null. Check for the presence or absence of the null values. Then move ahead, like operator categories. Okay, as I told you, like mostly where clause takes many operators. Let's see. First is the comparison operator, as you know, like equals to. So how we use it in our SQL queries. So just go through the syntax. We'll explain. Where column equals to 25. Suppose age is the column. How I will tell you, like suppose I want to retrieve the data about age column where age should be equals to 25. So how we will write? The condition will take where clause and operator will be like equals to. That equals to is nothing but our comparison operator. Likewise, not equal to, like where that column name not equals to condition, like city name. Then same way, not equals to, like using that less than, greater than, where status in either way we can mention. Okay, that symbol just varies. Then active, that status. That means status should not be equals to active. Then greater than, where column name operator, greater than operator, comparison operator, then that amount. Then less than, where age column less than 30. Less than is the comparison operator. Then greater than equals to, where max is the column name, greater than equals to 75. Less than equal, where experience is the column name, less or equal to value. Likewise, come to pattern matching. Logical operators. Logical operator is our and or not. So and means both the condition when satisfied we will use and, or is the either condition, any of the condition if satisfied, then we will take the help of logical operator, or when negates the condition we will take the help of operator not. And how we will use? Where age is the column, greater than 25 and city equals to Pune. That means it says like display the data where age is the greater than 25 and city should be Pune. So if both the conditions satisfied, so we should take the help of operator and. Likewise, or operator, how we are using? Where column name equals to Delhi or city equals to Mumbai. Likewise, where not column name equals to that value. Okay. Come to arithmetic operators, like mathematical calculation, how we are doing in help of that operators, like addition, where column name plus another column name greater than value. Likewise, subtraction, where that one column name price minus discount less than that value. Then multiplication, where column name quantity multiply with rate is the column greater than equals to 1000. Division, where total upon count greater than 50. Percentage is the modulus, where ID is the column, percentage 2 equals to 0. So these are the conditions. Using this condition, we'll use our clause and operator. Then come to range operator. These are the in, between, not in. So between, within a range, where max is the column, so max should be in between 60 and 80. So how we'll use in our query syntax, where max is the column name, then operator between value and this 80. Then in operator, it says match any number in the list, where department is the column in HR or sales. Okay. Then not in, exclude from the list, where city not in Delhi or Chennai. Okay. It means city should be different from the Delhi or Chennai. It should not be Delhi and Chennai. Then move towards another pattern matching operator. It says about like and not like. So like matching the patterns using our wildcard characters like percentage or underscore. How we will use in our queries, where the column name like operator, then here a percentile. That means that name column should be started with a. Okay, then not like excludes the pattern. That means where email not like your percentage @gmail percentage in between your quote. Then percentage is a sequence of character. Underscore is the single characters. Based on the underscores, we'll define the length of character or text. Just go to below. We can see like there are different patterns and their matches, how it uses. A percentage, that means starts with A letter. Then percentage is, that means our name ends with the S, letter S. Then percentage AR percentage, that means it says our middle value should be AR. And then here it is saying like 3 underscores and then S, that means the length of the character is the 4. Okay. Each underscore signifies one character. Then here last one it shows 5 underscores, that means exactly it was 5 characters. Then come to null check. Basically it checks presence or absence of the null values. So we are using is null, is not null. When value is null, we will use is null. So how we are going to use in our query? Where column name is null operator. Likewise, is not null, value is not null. Where that phone is the column name, that is not null operator. Then let's see one more operator, set operator. As we know, like union, all, intersect, except, not exist. Okay, so what union, it says, combines the results from 2 queries, like 2 tables. Whenever we are combining 2 tables, that time concept of set operator or join comes into our mind. So here union, what it does, combines results from the 2 queries and removing the duplicates. That means ultimately it returns only distinct values. Okay, so how the query will be? Syntax: select that column name, which column we want to retrieve from table name, then union, another table query like select which column we want to fetch from table name. Okay, then union all. It says combines the results and keeps the duplicates. The only difference between union and union all is the taking duplicates. Union is removing the duplicates, but union all means it keeps all the records, including our duplicates. So the syntax will be select column name from table 1 name, union all second table, select column name from our table name suppliers. Two tables here we can see, like whatever we have analyzed, customer one is the table and another table is the suppliers table. Okay. Then come to intersect. Intersect means two tables when suppose one is the customer table, one is the supplier table. That time which one is the common? So that is our intersect data. Common data returns rows common to the both queries or both tables. Select column name, which column we want to retrieve from table name, where intersect how we are going to use, we are in that operator and clause is the where in equals to our intersect. And then one more subquery, like where that name column in inside that again one more query, we are saying it is the subquery, like select column name from table name supplier. Okay, that means first we are fetching the table 1's column data, and then we are checking whether this data is present inside that second table using that subquery, and operator is the wherein. Then except returns the rows from the first queries but not in the second. That means except is nothing but our simply that difference. Okay. Union, it is the like addition. In the same way we are using the except. Returns the rows from the first query not in the second. How we are using in the syntax? Select column name, which column we want to fetch. Same way from table name, where name that column, okay, not in select name from the suppliers. In other way also we can write select name from the customers in just union play, just replaced with the except, and same way select name from the suppliers. In two ways we can define except. One is the using where not in, another one is the except operator. Then not exist. That means rows from the outer query not matched in the subquery. It looks similar but little bit different. Okay. And not matched in the subquery, used in the correlated. Basically, it is used in the correlated subqueries. See how we are using in the syntax: select column name from the table 1 table name, and then where not exist. Okay, how we are using where not exist. Here where not in, okay, where then column name, then not in. Here directly where not exist. Then come to subquery. This subquery we are saying correlated subquery. Select inside that subquery, how the syntax will be: select one from table 2, will take T2 where T2, then common column T2 where that common column name equals to table 1 dot common column name. Then close the bracket and semicolon. Okay. We can say if we will analyze that except syntax and not exist syntax, it looks similar but difference is there. How? It uses simple single subquery, single line subquery, and where not exist uses our correlated subquery. Why correlated? Because it cannot, it depends on the outer query or main tables query. Okay, so here select one. Why the one we have taken? To check the existence. Whenever any null value is there, that time we are taking the help of not exist. That not exist is a safer and flexible way to fetch the data than except operator. In except, it uses the single line subquery and simple where not in operator. Okay. But here, whenever any null value will be there, it will fail to fetch the data. Okay. And one more thing also, that MySQL will not support the except operator. So we'll go through not exist. It most that not exist mostly similar to first. If you'll see first, it is we are doing in help of subquery, and here also like one join condition, like how we are mentioning that table name dot common column name equals to table2 dot common column name. Okay. We'll do practical way. No risk for that. We'll do in our problem solving queries. After this theoretical concept, so just go through it. If you are having any doubt, just put and comment below video. Let's move towards our next slide. What it says. Now it says about standard order of the clauses in SQL query. Standard order means how we are giving the weightage to the clauses. If you will see, it will be started that SQL statements will be started from select, from, join, on, where, group by, having, ordered by, limit. So whenever we'll try to fetch the data, we'll use the SQL queries, and that time our query should be executed in the proper way, chronological order of the clauses and operators. Okay. So if we will see in that way, then first position will be taken by select. Okay. What select says, as you know, to retrieve the column, which one we want to display. Then from, specify the tables, from which table we want to fetch our data of the column. Then join. Why join? Because whenever one single table it's okay, but whenever more than one tables, that time we are taking help of join, so that we can define the tables from where we are trying to fetch the data. It basically join means it combines the tables. Okay. Then with join there will be on operator. What it will do, that on clause that define join condition used with the joins. All the time how that with select from will be there, likewise with join every time on will be there. On will take the condition. Okay. In what condition we are making the relationship between the two tables or more tables. Then where clause. This is the very important. Where clause. It filter rows before grouping. Okay. So here group by is the grouping. Group by rows, group the rows for aggregation. Whenever looking at the similar data or values in the rows, we are taking aggregate function for that grouping of the rows. Then hubbing, filter the grouped results. It is always used after group by. Okay. Before group by, we are taking help of where clause. After group by, we are taking help of hubbing because both are the filter. They both filter the data. But where filters the data in simple or a normal condition and before grouping. But hubbing, it filters the grouped like aggregate function it takes. Then order by, sort the result in ascending or descending order. Then limit, restrict the number of rows. We want top 5 or last 3 rows data. In that way, we are using our clause. But it's very important to standardize or to position the clause in the query's execution. So first will be our select. Ultimately select will take from, then will take from, then table 1. Okay, then our, so where any single table, then it's okay. Select from, it will take directly where, if condition will be there, then group by, if any aggregate function like similar values will be there, then we'll take the group by, or ultimately it will take the aggregate function. Our aggregate function will be like count, sum, mean, maximum, average. Okay, then our hubbing clause, then order by, then limit. But whenever 2 or more tables, that time the order will be, that position will be changed after select from, then the join will come in between. Join, then on, then as usual where, group by, hubbing, order by, limit. Okay. So just remember the standard order of the clauses, how it will be ordered or placed while running the queries. Let's move to next slide. It says about clause and its uses, like clause purpose, then our syntax of the queries, then how or with which clauses we are using the operator. So let's see. So first clause is our select. So for select says, select is the, as we know, it retrieves the data which we want to display. Okay, choose the columns to display, either specific columns or all the columns. If specific, then we specify the column name. If we want all the columns, then it will take all symbol. Okay, select, and syntax will be select column 1, column 2 from table name. Okay, and your column you can take alias name. Okay, then from, it indicates the from which table we are going to retrieve the data. So select all from table name. Here we are retrieving the all the columns. Okay, this syntax is the about all the columns. Then our join. It combines the rows from the multiple tables based on the related column or common column. Okay. If we'll see the syntax, and on also the C specifies the condition for joining the tables based on the common column. Okay, so let's see how the syntax is executed. First, here is one table, here is one more table. Okay, Suppose table 1, here is the table 2. As you know, table is combination of column and rows. Okay, so there will be different column names, and then its values will be there. So first, how we will create the relationship between table 1 and table 2. Okay, so it says select table 1 dot column name, which no doubt we want to fetch the column data. So select table 1 dot column name, then table 1 column 2, how many columns we want to fetch, accordingly table dot column name, comma table 2 dot column 2 likewise. Okay, so select table 1 dot column 1 comma table 1 dot column 2 comma table 2 dot column 1. What are the columns we want to retrieve? Accordingly, looking at the columns where column is existed in table 1 or table 2, accordingly we will name the table and column, specify. Okay, so select table 1 dot column 1 comma table 1 dot column 2 comma table 2 dot column 1. Likewise, from table 1 join table 2, then on will take as the condition. That means that based on the common column we are going to make the condition or relation. So on table 1 dot that common column equals to table 2 dot common column. Okay, so here the operator we can use. So what are the operators? Maybe basically equals to, and, or, union, intersects. As we know that set operators and join, they will take two or more than tables. So that time, so this join clause will take the help of operators. So that green color highlighted clause, they are taking the operators. Okay, so basically equal, that logical operator, and then set operators in row matching. Why we are taking this operator? For row matching between the tables. Okay, then where clause, filter the rows based on the specified condition, and when it is used before grouping. Basically what it does, row level filtering. Okay, so query will be like select column 1 column 2 from table name, where column name, then operator value. Okay, that condition, how we are using column name with operator value. Basically here so many operators we can use with where clause, like arithmetic, comparison, and your null check operators, pattern operator. Mostly or maximum operators here will use with the where clause. Then group by, groups the rows sharing a property for the aggregate function. We can say group level filtering. Okay, where is the row level filtering, and group by is the group level filtering. Okay, always it takes the aggregate. When it is used with the aggregate function. So select column 1 comma aggregate function with column 2 from table name, group by that column 1. So here if you'll see, like one is the column 1 and one is the aggregate function with column 2. Okay, and then table name, and then group by with column 1. Okay. So basically here no operators, because it works with the only column as we see. Then hubbing clause, it filters the grouped up rows and after group by. Before group by where, and after group by is the hubbing, because with that where and hubbing both does the same work for filtering. And where does the row level filtering, hubbing does the group level filtering. Okay, then how the syntax, select column 1 aggregate function with column 2 from table name, then group by column 1, then our hubbing clause, then hubbing will take the aggregate function. So aggregate function with column 2, then our condition. Okay. So same as where but with aggregate functions. Okay. From here it takes the that comparison operator. Okay, let's see, we'll see. Uh, then order by clause, sorting the results set in the ascending or descending order, and how the syntax will be: select column 1, column 2 from table name, then order by column 1 based on which column we want to retrieve. So based on that column name, then ascending or descending. If nothing will be mentioned, then by default it will take ascending. Okay. So ASC or DESC will have to mention. Then limit clause. Limit restricts the number of rows. Number of rows returned. How the syntax will be: select column 1, comma column 2 from table name, limit that number, that numeric value. Okay. It restricts the rows. So either we can make our syntax like limit a or sometimes limit offset comma count. Then alias, as renames a column or table temporarily for the readability. Select column name as alias name from table name, and temporarily for renaming purpose we are using. Then distinct, remove the duplicates. Remove the duplicate rows from the result set. So how the syntax? Select distinct column 1, comma column 2, which columns we want to remove the duplicates. So there we will use select distinct column 1, column 2 from table name. So basically it does remove the duplicates. So if we will see in that clause set, which clause set takes the operator. Basically we'll use with join and where and hubbing. But mostly important is the where clause. It takes so many clauses. So just go through the query syntax so that going forward it will beneficial for us to run the queries. So just check thoroughly each and every syntax of the query. So now we are moving towards the practical case studies of the clause and operators. How we are using in our day-to-day business scenario. Let's explore. So now we can see there is a table for employee table. Okay. So where that employee table consists of different columns. Many columns are there like employee ID, then name column, age column, department column, salary column, bonus column, city, join date columns. Okay. It is the just sample of the data set. Okay. But in our business scenario, if we'll see, we are getting large data set. Okay. So let's see how we are executing our clause and operators and retrieve the data based on that clause and operators. Okay. So it says where clause with operators. As you know, where clause takes many operators. So let's explore one by one. First, it says about comparison operator. Suppose we have been asked to display the employee name and salary, whose salary more than 60,000. So just go through the table, that employee table. It says about like they want to see name column. If you see that name column, and then name and salary. Okay, one is the name and salary column, but the condition is there. Okay, so what is the condition? Where means it takes condition. Okay, so whose salary more than 60,000. Okay, so that column with operator we will use. Okay, where we know the clause. Okay, and where clause, how it will be used with condition. That condition will be written as how, that column with operator. Okay, like your how we are executing the creating table. Okay, whenever we are taking the columns, that time we are using that column name, then data type and constraint. Likewise, that where clause condition is used as column name with operator. So let's see what is the operator here. If we'll see like what will be the operator, that more than 60,000. We can say more than is the operator, like greater than operator, comparison operator. Okay. So how our query will be executed, or that syntax will be select. As we know that display will take the select. Okay. Then employee name, we can say employee name. So simple only name column is there. So we'll write down name. Okay. So select. Every time just cross check with your table. Okay. Which column is written. How the column has been written, in that name only we'll have to paste the data. So select column name is the like employee name. So we can say, we can write name. Okay, comma. Then it is say salary. So salary is as it is. So we'll mention salary. Okay, column we knew it. Then what it asks, whose salary more than 60,000. So whose will mention. Then select done. Then our as per our standard order select. Then from will take our table name. It is the employee table. Okay, and most importantly here only one table. Okay, so how we'll execute, we can guess. So only select and from. Okay, employee table is done. Now as per standard order, is there any chances of taking join? No, because only it is talking about one table. Okay, so join is not as per our standard order. On also no. Then we'll jump to where. Okay, so where, yes, because whose salary condition is there. Condition that whose salary more than 60,000. So where, then our condition. But in place of condition, we'll take column name. So here which column it is talking about? Salary. Okay, so column will be our salary. Then operator, column plus operator. Okay, so that operator will be more than means greater than, then value. Okay, 60,000. Okay, likewise we'll have to go through the second logical operator. So employee name whose age greater than 38 and city is in Delhi. So you just tell me which logical. Logical means and or not. So here already it is mentioned and. Okay, it is talking about and how that and operator run successful if the both the condition well satisfied and takes obviously two or more conditions. So here one condition and one more other condition. So two conditions are there. One is the age column should be more than 38 years and another column is talking about city column. That city should be Delhi. Okay. So how we'll write? First show the employee name. So select that name, because here it is written like employee name, but always cross verified with our tables. What it is written for that column, it is written as name only. So select name and the select will take from table name. Our table will be like employees. Okay. Then conditions. Okay. Condition means where, and where is used with the condition, and that condition is nothing but column name plus operator plus value. Okay. So column is here two conditions. So we'll mention age. Age is our column. Okay. As it is. So age greater than 30. Then we'll mention operator, logical operator, that and. Then again one more condition, that column name with operator and value. Operator is the equal, then value is the Delhi. Okay. And that Delhi is the string character. So we'll have to keep it inside the singular double quote. Then semicolon. So just cross verify, select name from employees where age greater than 30 and city equals to Delhi. Likewise, arithmetic operator. So question is like, show me that employee name compensation whose compensation is equal or more than 65,000. Okay. So employee name, it's okay. It is as it is name, it signifies. But compensation, how we'll define that compensation? It is a little tricky here, because if we'll see compensation, it is talking about any numeric number. But if we'll see here numeric, that one is the like some financial transaction, it shows like salary is the one financial term and then bonus. Okay. So whenever our salary plus bonus will add it, then it will be called as our compensation or total earning. Okay. So total pay or total earning, it is nothing but our compensation. So it is saying condition is the compensation is equal or more. That means greater than equals to that value 65,000. Okay. So then you can mention it. Select name as it is, which column they want, a specific column. So we'll have to take the column name. Select name salary plus bonus, because here two columns salary and bonus. Then we can use the alias that salary plus bonus, because we cannot mention in salary plus bonus. So just to look beautiful, so we'll make the alias as, then because it's already saying compensation, so we'll mention total comp or compensation as you wish. So then from table name, where that condition like salary plus column name, because where condition, that condition should be column name. Okay. So we cannot take that alias name. So we'll take the original column name like salary plus bonus. Okay. Here is the arithmetic operator plus then comparison operator greater than equals to 65,000 our condition. Okay. Then pattern matching. It says like question is the Faith's employee name whose name starts with A. So how our query will be? Select, then what we want? Name. Okay, so select employee name will be written as name as it is in our table. So select name from table name, then where condition, in place of condition first will be column name, then operator, then its value. So column whose name, so name column, then operator is like. Okay, because name should be starts with A. So like inside that singular double quote, we can mention a, letter a, percentage, because the stars will take first letter, then percentage while character. Okay. Then which employee have names that end with the letter S? So their name, department and city. So three columns we want to retrieve: name, department and city. So see, name column is there, department is there, city is there. So likewise, right, select that what is name, select name, then department, which column we want to modify: name, department and city. Okay, select name, department, city from table name employees, then where, then condition, and condition will be always used with column name, operator and value. So here column will be name and operator will be pattern matching operator like. Then inside put will mention percentage while character, then letter S, because end will be our S. Okay, then semicolon. Then question is the which employees have names that contain the letter AR and are exactly 5 characters long. Okay, so length will be 5 character. One, how the character length will be mentioned with help of underscore. So 5 character means 5 underscore. Okay, 3 to 5. Okay, so fine. Then what it says, that it contain AR, but it has not mentioned like specific position. So we can take in any position, either A is here or that AR is here or AR is the here. Okay, so no worries for that. So how we will write in that way? Just select which column, name column we want. So select name from table name, where condition, that condition will be written as column. Column is the name. Okay, then operator is the like, pattern operator. Okay, then value, value will be written as here. What? Both two conditions are there. One is the that content, content is the AR. Okay, and one more is the length. So how we'll mention like your while character. So through help of one is the while character is the middle will be there AR. So our start will be percentage AR, then percentage inside the quote, and that logical operator, and then one more like condition, that like, then operator value like inside the quote will mention that 5 characters length. Okay, got it? So just go through the slide. If name starts with letter, any letter specific, so you will have to take letter, then percentage. Starting will be that name letter. Okay, and when that ends with the letter, so our letter will be at the end, before will be percentage while character. Okay, but when it is the content will be in the middle, then we'll take percentage. In between percentage there will be AR. But if position will be fixed, then based on the position, we'll mention that percentage. Okay. This is a very useful part of the SQL queries. It may take little longer time, but hope by end of the series, we will be more confident to write the queries without any hesitation. Okay, then let's move towards our next slide. It says about null check operator. Okay, question: suppose that table, employee table, we have been given here the tax has been given like so the employee name whose bonus will not be null. Okay, so there is one bonus column. Okay, so do so column, so select, always break down the sentence. Okay, what it's asking for, then condition, go for the condition. So employee name, so we can, in that place we can just write select column name, so employee name. So select column name was the name looking at our table. So select name from table name, and then condition, where condition, then column name, then operator with value. So operator will be is not null. Okay, not be null. So we can write now in our operator sense is not null. Okay, then range operator, in between, not in. So let's see how it is executed. Face the employee name whose city is either Delhi or Mumbai. Okay, so as usual, select, face the employee name. It says select name. Then select will be written with from, followed by from, then from table name. Table is the employee. Then starting from here is the condition. So where condition, condition will taken as column with operator value. So here city is either Delhi or Mumbai. That means either or. So city in Delhi or Mumbai. Okay. So how we'll write that, where column name city, in operator. Okay. That range operator in between bracket there is Delhi, comma Mumbai. Then display employee name is whose age is 28 up to 35. So 28 up to 35. That means we can take help of between operator. So select name and ages. So select name, comma age from table name. Table is the employee name, employees, where that from here the condition started. So where that column is the age, and then 28 to 35. So between 28 and 35. Okay, between operator, and here and also one logical operator. Then aggregation clause filter. So aggregation concept, when aggregate function means group by, our group by clause, and filter, that means it will take hubbing. Okay, so let's start group by plus hubbing. How it is used? Display each department and its average salary, but only if average salary greater than 60,000 for each department. That means each department. That means it will go back each department and its average salary. But what we will have to take the condition? Average salary greater than 60,000 for each department. Whenever any questions, you will see that statement like each department, it shows about that similar values under this department. So it will take the concept of group by. Okay, so we'll go back. So department, under department C, sales, marketing, IT, sales, HR, IT, marketing. So that means repetition are there. Okay, sales, sales, and then to marketing, to sales, to IT. Okay, so department and salary. That salary will take us the average salary. Okay, so let's see, display each department. Okay, and its average salary. So select that department will be department, comma, average salary. How we will write? Aggregate function average means, so AVG, comma, inside bracket, average of who, which column? That salary column. Every time aggregate will taken with the column name. So average, column name, that salary. Then we can mention it is also that alias, with help of alias, that average salary as ABG underscore salary from that table name employee. Then condition started like group by, because select from. Question will be arising like why we are not taking where here, because where will take the simple condition, but here is the aggregate condition. So aggregate condition means we'll take the help of hubbing. Okay, so here there is no need of where condition. So come to next standard order, like group by. So group by which column? We saw any repetition in which column? Department. Okay, so group by department column. Then hubbing will take as the condition that aggregate condition, that is the average salary. Okay, so AVG salary here we have mentioned, and but every time we will take how that condition with help of column and operator. So this will be taken average of salary column. Okay, so hubbing that aggregate function with column name, then operator greater than, then value. Okay, just remember, select column name, right? Then it will take from table name, then if needed, then where? No, now it's not needed, so no. Then we'll jump to group by, and group by will take as the column where that repetition or similar values are there. Then our condition, that group by will take the condition of average aggregate condition, that hubbing. Okay, hubbing with condition, that condition will be like column name aggregate with column name, then operator, then value. As you see that hubbing here, aggregate is the average and that column is the salary, and the operator is the greater than operator, that comparison operator, and then your value is the 60,000. Okay, so just break down the same statement, you will get the syntax easily. Then sorting the top, sorting and top, we can see sorting means it will take the help of order by clause, and then top will take the limit clause. So let's see how the question will be, like find top 3 highest paid employees with their salary. Okay, so how we'll write the syntax? Just break down, like it will take top 3, no doubt it is the limit 3, that means top 3 highest. Okay, that it says like highest paid, like highest will be on the top, so it will take the descending. Okay, order we know that descending, then it is saying highest paid employee with their salary. So we'll have to two things execute, one is the employee and one is the salary. So salary as it is column name, but employee, but we know that maybe employee ID or name, but here we'll take employee name. So name will be employee name will be a name. Okay, so select that page column employee and salary. So name comma salary from table name employees, and then it will take the as we know that select, then from, it's okay. Then after join, no need because it is one table. So then it is coming for where, so there is no such condition, so no need. Then come to group by, no aggregate it seems, so it is also not needed. Then come to hubbing, not needed. Then order by, so yes, order by because it is saying highest. So order by which column? With their salary, highest paid it means paid means salary. So order by salary column, as we know that order by condition, that column with operator. So salary descending, which format? That descending format. Then our limit clause, last clause is the limit clause. It will take limit with that number is the 3 numeric number. Okay. In same way, just remember how we are, while creating the table, we are taking help of column name, then data type, then constraint. Here also in same manner in clause and operator, while executing the query, will write down as that clause, then condition, and that condition will be written as column with operator name and then value. Then let's move towards our next slide. It says about set operator. What are the questions? How the questions are there? Let's see. Set. Already I mentioned, whenever the concept of set and join, it will take two or more tables. Okay. So as you see here, like two tables. One is the employees table as it was, and then addition of one more table is the department table. Okay, under department there are department name column, manager column, location column, then budget column. So let's see. It says first, list all unique names from both employees and department managers. How will execute? See, unique names, unique names. From the question only we can guess, like it takes distinct names. So names is our in our column. Okay, so distinct and from both. Okay, when it is combining like both, so it will take union operator. Okay, because as we know, set is divided into union, union or, then intersect, then except, then not exist. Okay, so union and except, they will take the distinct values. So how we'll execute that union? Two tables and then union. So select, here it is only need to retrieve the name column. So select name from table name, employee and department managers. Okay. So likewise union, then second table, come to second table, department managers. Okay. So we'll have to write select manager from department is the table. Okay. Two tables, employee and one is the department. In from the employee, it has taken the names. Okay. Name from the both employees and department managers, and manager from the department. Okay. Then move towards the second question. It says to retrieve the list of all the names from the employees and department managers, including duplicates, if any. When including duplicates, and that to be from both the table, it will take union all. Okay. So see, this is the union all, but distinct it takes union. Okay. So first table query, then second table query, and then make union all. Okay. So select name, list all names. As we know, in employee, name means name column, and in department, that name column is the manager column. Okay, because under manager the names are there, and here under name column that names are there. So select name from employees, union all, select manager from departments. Okay, then come to third question, which employees are also listed as department managers? That means it says about that intersect. How that intersect will execute? Through help of where column in, where with in operator. Okay, so let's see. Here we'll take help of one subquery. Okay, simple subquery. So it is nothing but our intersect. Okay, intersect. And it is equals to our except. Okay, so how the query will be? Employees are listed as department managers. So manager means already it signifies the names, name column. Okay, and which employees also, that employee means name. So we'll take select name from table 1 is the employees. Okay, then where name, as I told you that column, name column, because first you should execute like name list of the employees table. Okay, then that name list we should check whether it is present inside that second table or not. So how we'll execute? Where that column name, okay, which column, that same, that name, because that name list we'll have to check in the second table it is present or not. So that name in, okay, that in operator, then our subquery of the second table. How we'll get that name list from the second table? As you know, select that manager from table department. Okay, then it will check. Then next question, which employees are not department managers? Same manner, like not managers. Here we checked are listed as managers. So we took the help of where name column in, where in, where and in operator. Same way, not department manager. So where, not in. Okay. So as usual, select name from the employees. First, we'll have to find out the name list of the first table. So select name from the employees, and that name list we'll have to check with the second table's name. So how we'll do? With help of subquery and that where not in operator. So where that column name, which one we need to check, that where column name, because where condition, that condition will be column name with operator. So where that column name and then operator not in. Okay, inside that subquery, like which name list we need to check with. So select manager from departments. Okay. So this is the our subquery. Inside query, this query within the query is called as the subquery. Okay. So just go through it. Every time just remember clause with condition. That condition is nothing but column with operator and its value. Okay. Then move towards our next slide. This is talking about not exist. Already we came across that union all, and then intersect, then except is nothing but your not in. Okay. In either way also we can execute, like first double queries except, second double query. Likewise like union. Then last operator like not exist. That means when two table, we are asking about like that component, that data not existed in that second table. Okay. So how our query will be, let's see. So question will be like, which department don't have any employees assigned to them? Here also one shortcut how to know that which operator we are taking. As I told you that whenever each department or any similar values we'll see under a column, that time like group by we are taking. Likewise in set operator, here is the clue, like that column name not assigned to anyone. Okay, not assigned. Okay, you see like which departments don't have any employees assigned to them, or we can say like departments without any employees. This is a very important question for the interviewer, because these questions answer in different way we can make it, but now we'll see how we are executing through help of not exist operator or set operator. Okay, this is the very important questions, that department without any employees. Okay, in this, so what it means, like come to department table. Okay, so it says like departments without employee. Okay, that means there in which department there is no employee is assigned. Okay, let's see. So how the query syntax. If we'll go through the question like departments, that means it says we'll have to face the department. So if we'll see like under department name, we can know like which department has no employees. So select department name. If you can execute also all like department name, manager, location, you can. Okay, no worries. But our crucial is the department name. So select department name, comma manager, comma location from department. Okay, because it is in the department table. So from department, then assign by alias small d where not exist operator. Okay, that where not exist. Directly we can use where not exist operator. That then inside that subquery also take help of little join formula. So select one because not exist will take the check of the existence. So one from employee table E. Okay, that alias small e where condition common column because two tables we are going to relate. So how to relate based on the common columns. So we'll mention where common column is the which one department and here is the department say and name. So we'll mention like E because first table name dot column name. So table name we have taken already alias E dot department equals to here we have taken D. Here we have taken E. So D dot dpt underscore name. Okay. Then close the bracket. But what we analyzed here. Okay. So like select department name. It as we know it will retrieve the department information. Okay. Not exist. This filter out the departments that don't have employee. As we told, without any employee not assigned, it will take the not exist. Where not exist. Okay, so not exist there. It will filter out the employees. Then select one that a placeholder we only care if only row exists, not what it returns. Okay. Then common column because we want to create the relationship between the two tables based on the common column. Then what it returns? Department with no matching employees in employees table. And then here answer will be our finance. Okay. Because the sales it is there. If we'll see that finance department is not anywhere under employees table. Okay. So answer will be finance. That it is quite similar to not in that except but only difference is the here it will consider the null value. That's why it has taken like departments with no matching value in employee table. It will appear still the result. Okay. So finance will be the result. Next move towards our next slide. It says one very important question. As I told you that not exist, not in and left join. If we will see in the join, it will be left join. All like three equal concept, but the approach is the different. Okay, but that questions and answer. That questions will be different approach and answer will be the same output. But our way of approach, way of query execution will be different. So question will be like which departments don't have any employees. Okay, so let's see. First, using the not exist. What will be the questions? List the department ID from department table where no employees are assigned. Find departments without any employees. At the end, same department without any employees. Using not in, what will be the question? Show the department ID that are not present in the employee records. Okay. Likewise, left join, find department ID from departments table that don't have any matching employees in employee table. Display all the departments where no employee is working. Okay, same concept like no employee, no employee, no employees. Okay, let's move towards our answer slide. So, see, not exist, how it will execute like Ajay discussed, like select that which we want to face, like department ID. Like you will see like your department ID one column under department table and you will see like that employee table that is department underscore ID column. Okay. So let's start. So select first which one we want to paste department ID from that table name departments and then alias small d. Then our operator like where not exist directly it will come. Then correlated subquery it will be taken because it will take like where subquery plus like also join formalities, join condition and then why correlated because that inside that subquery condition is dependent on first query. Okay, It is completely dependent on first query. So inside the bracket, our subquery like select one from employees first table name where then common column condition like table name dot column name equals to table 2 dot column. Which column is the common? Department ID is the column in both the table. So using not a same way it used simple subquery like select department ID from department table where that column name like department ID not in then simple subquery of the second table select department ID from the employee table because already we took department, so here we need to check with employees table whether it is which one not existed. Okay, then if we'll take help of join, then how we need to do select that column name with help of table like table name alias table name dot column name from table name, then left join, then table name, then on condition common column. Okay, that table name alias id d dot common column name equals to same way employee table alias like e dot common column name where that department id is null e dot department because no employees. Okay, so inside employee table, so e dot department id is null. So as already we have mentioned like a correlated subquery and it takes single line subquery. Okay, so what we concluded like not in operator, it is supported by MySQL, not exist also my support. It supported by MySQL, but except it is not. Then handles not safely. No, not in. It will not take any null value. It will not give the perfect output. But whereas not exist, it will give the right output whenever any null presence. So it is a simple subquery. If we'll see not need, but not exist, it takes null, but with the correlated subquery. Okay. This is not exist when subquery can return null or when tables are large. When not exist, this is the best idea to use because whenever any large data set will be there, we will take the help of not exist and use not in only when you are sure that there is no null in the columns. And use left join is the null is an alternative in MySQL for set difference. Okay, and except is not been supported by MySQL. So no, will not go for except. Now to bonus questions. If we see one table, only one table, so no complexity. Okay, so no questions of join or set operator. So just simple way. Let's see. Question is which department have employees from Mumbai or Delhi aged between 28 and 40 whose name starts with A and whose average total compensation like salary plus bonus is greater than 60,000. So these departments sorted by highest average compensation. So just break down the statements. You can easily identify which operator, which clause and how in which order we will write. So which departments have employees from, so already only one table, so table is the employee and what we need to fetch which department. Okay, it is saying about which department and then employee. Okay, have employees, that means we can take count total employees if we'll count under that department. Okay, then that employees from Mumbai or Delhi. Mumbai or Delhi means it will take help of in operator. That condition already knew it, one condition. Then second condition like aged between 28 and 40. It is also between operator. Our range operator 2 got in between. Then whose names start with like pattern match. Third condition like pattern match. Okay. Then and one more condition like whose average total compensation salary is greater than average compensation. average total compensation. That means average one condition that it will take help of group by plus hubbing. That is also we got group by plus hubbing will be there. Then so those departments sorted by means ordered by will be there. Then highest average compensation. So ordered by. Okay, so we got like our format will be like select from where condition, that where it will take like a condition means in, then between, and then pattern match operator. Okay, then our due to average total compensation, our next clause will be like a group by, then hubbing, then our sorting was there like order by. Okay, then based on that clause we can make the column and operator. Okay, so first select page, so we can take like a department. It has asked deselect the department comma count all. If you want to display the total, count all as like total employees. Okay, then department comma our count all comma that average total compensation. Okay, so we'll have to write like average, because aggregate with column name like salary plus bonus, salary plus bonus, this column we got. So we just gave them alias as this count all as total employee, and here we'll mention as average total compensation, because already it is a huge average total compensation. So we'll take average underscore total underscore compensation. Okay, then from table name is the employee, then where condition, that condition will be written with help of column plus operator and value. So column is the like which column here, Mumbai or Delhi, that means city column. Okay, so where first condition is taken city in our Delhi, comma Mumbai. Okay, city. Then second column which is age. Okay, that age between 28 and 40. Okay, comma again pattern match operator. That means name. So name column with operator like. Then white character inside code a percentage. It is done. Then come to group clause. So group by will be taken as department. So three columns are there. Already aggregate two columns like count all, average. Okay, so just department left over. So department, because under this department repetition is there. So we'll have to group by just it is taking place. So we'll have to just take one sales, one marketing, one IT, then one HR. So for that group by department column. Okay, column name. Then it is done. Then come to hubbing. Hubbing will take us the aggregate columns like aggregate with columns. Okay, so average of salary plus bonus. Then hubbing will take us our condition operator greater than 60,000 as it is mentioned. Then ordered by our last column name like sorted by highest average compensation. So that time we'll take this average total compensation column name, average total compensation DESC. Okay, done. So just break down and you can easily write down. So you will see through the answer. Just go through the answer. What it is written like select our department, count all like total employee. So what will be the in output column, like three column will be there displayed like department one, then total employees, then one will be average total compensation. Okay, from table M where city column in operator, then and then column name between these two ranges, and then name column like pattern match operator group by having order by. Okay, got it? Then move towards our next slide. So what we conclude here, clause breakdown you will see like where group by having order by. Okay, and where filter the rows, as you know, where we'll do the filter the rows, and the group by just group the registers by department, and having it will filter the aggregated or grouped aggregate columns. Okay, so in our question you will see like filter groups where the average total compensation is more than 60 and ordered by sort the registers average compensation in descending order. Okay, then operators. This was a clause breakdown, and now operator used. Comparison operator we used with having and where that greater than 60,000, between also, and then logical where used with, and arithmetic if you see like select and in select and having we used plus, then pattern matching like then set operator like in sorry, that range operator here. Okay, range, in, between, not. Okay, so here like in and between. Okay, this is the range operator. Okay, two range operator, one is the in and one is the between. Okay, so let's move towards our last slide, which is talking about two tables. So two tables means there will be concept of join or set. So let's see what is the question. So accordingly we'll do, which department have employees from Mumbai or Delhi aged between 28 and 40 and whose average total compensation exceeds 60,000. So the department name, manager, average compensation sorted by highest average compensation and limit to the top three departments they need. Similar questions, but only difference is the table. So here we can make join. Okay, as we know, our query execution will be in the order like select from. So here also two tables means join will be there, and join means there will be followed by on. Then our where condition, yes, because where so many columns it has asked. So where like in operator is there condition in, and then between one condition is there, then average total. Average total means it will take group by and then having, and then sorted means order by will be there. So all it has taken, and then our limit top three. So limit will be there because top will not be supported by MySQL. It is the same limit or top. So limit and the limit three it is already. So let's start. So here it is the same questions, but only difference is the concept of join. So how join is taking, because join will be notified by table name dot column name. Okay, and that table name for our understanding will take the alias. Okay, so for employees we will take alias E, for departments we will take the alias D. So let's start. So select already what we want to show. So the department name. Okay, so department name already it is there. Okay, department name, manager, and average compensation. Okay, so three things we need to display. So department name, where is the department name? Under department. So as we noted, small d. So select, in select we need to display. So select d dot, every time join means just noted by alias dot, okay, table name dot column name. So d dot department name, okay, comma, then it is saying about manager. So manager also look department table. Okay, so d dot manager. Then it is saying average compensation. That compensation we can calculate it through salary and bonus, which is under employee table. Okay, so average of that E, how to notify E dot column name salary plus E dot bonus. Okay, as just give the alias how it wants, like average compensation. So you can mention average compensation. Okay, then from table name like E employee, complete employee, and with alias. Otherwise, how we can know that from where we got that smell? So employee as E, join next table, second table, like join with departments as D, on condition common column like E dot, our common column will be like sales marketing, so department, and here is the department name. Okay, so join on E dot department, full department equals to D dot DPT underscore name, then where condition, that condition will be written as first column name. So where column is the first city, then operator in inside bracket Mumbai or Mumbai comma Delhi. Keep it inside the quote because it is the string character. So then next column is the age between 28 and 40. So here only thing is the every time table dot column name. So E dot city, now E dot age, and one more is the and E name. Sorry, E city, one, E age. That's it. Okay, E city, E dot city, between 28 and 40. Okay, then comes to where it's done. Now group by. Okay, group by will be only group by department. Okay, so group by, it will take us, just see on employees table, it is department is the repetition, and it will come to department, it will take yes, from the select column we can know whom we can take the group. Already one department and one is the employee is the department column, and one is the department's manager column, this one. Okay, because aggregate will be taken with hubbing, so rest will be taken with group by. So group by E dot department comma D dot manager. Okay, then come to hubbing. Hubbing will take the aggregate column. Which one? Just check. Average of is that compensation. Okay, aggregate with column name. So average inside E dot salary column plus E dot bonus. That condition operator column is done. Then operator greater than value. Okay. Then our order by column name, but we have given the alias that average, because it is saying sorted by highest average compensation. Okay, so how we have taken the name? So likewise average total compensation, then DESC. Okay, then last is the limit 3. Got it? So just go through it. Here every time we'll have to specify the column through table alias. Okay. Then next slide, what it says, clause breakdown like join, where, group by, hubbing, order by, limit. Okay, combines table, that the two tables, department and employees, with common column like department name, where it filters the rows based on the in and between we saw. Then group by, it is taking that the department and manager. Okay, and then hubbing, it is saying about that aggregate column condition. Then order by, it is saying about that under which column we need to sorting, ascending or descending, the descending. Then limit, like restricted the number of rows, like it is saying about top 3 departments it needs. Then operator, if you see like comparison operator hubbing, where clause they have taken like greater than and then logical, where also it has taken and operator. Then arithmetic, if you see like salary plus this plus addition, then range operator. This is the range, and if you see that range, then it has taken in, and one more is the between range operator. Okay, so it will execute one by one in our practical MySQL. Let's start from here. Yes, from here we'll start. So already one table. I'll show you how we'll run in the MySQL. So already I created that two tables. That one is the employee table. Under that take our database the tech.db. Okay, first we will have to make use it active db, then under it we can make that table name, create table as you see, and insert also that values. Then it will execute. It will show you like this. Okay, that employee id, name, age, department, salary, bonus, city, join date, everything is there. Then come to another table, department, likewise. Okay, so select from department, it will run. It will give the table details like department name, manager, location, budget. Okay, but it was there. Then come to our next question. That problem solving queries, as we already discussed, just need to basically execute. Okay, so first, as you know, we need to define the questions as the statement using comment. How we need to execute the comment? Through double hyphen. So let's start. So display employee name, comma salary, whose salary more than 60,000. Okay, already employee name. So better if I will show you that employee table, because it is now only one table it will talk about. Yes. So display employee name. So how our query will be? Select. Your employee name is name, comma, where salary is also salary column. So let it be as it is. Salary, where select, you need to iterate, then whose salary more than where salary, where column name, that condition. Okay, and condition will be in term of column name with operator greater than, then numeric value, that one 60,000. Okay, then every time our query will be ended with semicolon. So let's execute. It is my semicolon name in the field list. So just cross check how I have executed employee. Select better retrieve column name from table name. Which table? Cross check from table name. Select, then from, then our condition where that format everything is sorted. Okay, now query executed. So our output will be, if you see for these questions, our answer output will be here. You can see Bob, Charlie, Alice, like name and salary. Okay. Then next question, so employee name, whose age greater than 38. So select employee name will be name, comma. So select name, items from employees, where Delhi and cities in Delhi. But here we will mention equals to because only one city name. So no need to go for range operator. So Delhi will be identified in single quotation. Okay. Select from, then where, execute. Okay. So nothing is there like more than 38 and that should be Delhi. This is cross check. Understanding. Suppose Delhi, 2 persons, one is 35, one is 20. So that's why that answer is blank. Okay. Less than 38. So next question, select employee name will be name, compensation. So compensation how we will find? Will be our salary plus bonus and compensation from employee table where common column name compensation is equal to or more than 65,000. So this data is column name is salary plus bonus. Okay. So these will be the answer. More than compensation will be more than 65,000. So these 3 people. Okay, 3 employees. Okay, then place the employee name whose name starts with A. Select name from employees where that name column name, then operator, which operator, like, then how it will be written, but then first name, so letter A, then our white character, then ends with semicolon. Okay, so these 2 employees whose name has been started with A, Alice, and one more Alice. Then question, which employees have names that ends with letter A, so their name, department, city. So select retrieve to name, then department, then city. From blank is employees where condition is names where column name like operator ends with letter S. So percentage end with our letter. Then semicolon. So nothing is there, so that's why blank is the result. Because we also want to cross check. So we will select, will run the employees table. Check if there is any names that ends with S. No name. Under the name column, just check whether any name is ended with S. No. So that's why it gives the blank. So next question. Which employees have names that contain letter AR and are exactly 5 characters long? Okay. So what we need to do? Select name from table name, employees, where the name is like, because that letter content and that character long both are like operators, so name like operator and then value how will mention in middle, so the percentage AR, again percentage, then ended with double inverted, then and again name like operator, then value is 5 characters, so no 5 character names in between AR. Let's see, Charlie, Krishna. So no such name. When Charlie is there, middle is AR, it is there, but it is not 5 characters. More than 5 characters. Okay, so that's why it is hitting blank. The next question, display employee name salary whose salary more than 60,000. Select name, salary. Select, then our order will be followed by from table name, employees, then condition where, condition, and column name, salary, greater than 60,000. So these are the output. So next question is date. We'll take randomly. Now then we have to define, so comment, so employee name, so we'll have to display what, select name from table name, employees, where bonus column, operator, which operator is not, will not be null, so is not null. Okay, so no numeric value. These are the it will not none. Okay. Then our next range operator will say each employee name whose city is either Delhi or Mumbai. So we'll take which of a range operator, that to in operator. Okay. So select name, then city, employee name, select employee name from table name employees, then condition where column name city, operator in, then value is like Delhi, then it will be in the report, comma Mumbai. Okay, then close the bracket, ended with semicolon. Let's execute. Okay, so these are the employee name whose city may be in Delhi or Mumbai. Then next question. Display the employee name and age. Age is to select which name we need to retrieve, that name and age also from table name employees, where is column name, then operator is between, then value between 28 and 35. Okay, so these are the output. Select name age, so name and age will be displayed. Then come to our aggregate. Display each department. Already each department is group by, then average salary having, but only display each department. Okay, so select department, comma its average salary. So aggregate function AGG, column name salary, will take alias as average salary. Then it is saying if average salary greater than 6,000. Okay, average salary condition, so no need of where condition, so better go for group by. Whom will take group by? It will take department, group by department, having. It is because group by is followed by having will take the aggregate condition, so AGG is salary. Okay, and operator, then numeric value 60,000. Okay, here one more I left, so just cross check every time from table name. Okay, from employees. Okay, so this is our answer. So just one more thing here, remember 2 tables and that aggregate column, you just with the alias, but whenever you will take that hubbing, that time you just make the column name, aggregate function with column name. Okay, don't take the alias name. Okay, because that condition will be made with help of column name, operator and its values. Okay, so then jump to our next questions. I will get done. Fine. Find top three. Hmm. First, we'll find top three highest paid employee with their salary. Okay. So select that we will execute name with salary, because employee means name, and then salary. Okay. From table name, because every time select means it will be followed by from. It should cross check from table. Any condition top three, that means limit will be there and ordered by. Okay, so no need of group by or where. So ordered by which salary column. Okay, and then limit, it has asked for 3. Okay, so run it. So these are the person top 3 salaried employee or highest paid employee. Then move to our next question. Setting is done. Then set operator will see. This is a very important question for all the interviewers. This part. Every time we need to define that statements, otherwise it will not take. Then list all unique names. So all unique names from both the tables. That means it will take union. Okay. And how we'll do union? Combining the two tables. So select the concept of two tables. Okay. So select first is names, means that was names only. Names from our table name was employees, and then it will take union. Then select second table queries. Select that how it was written. Every time just cross check with the table how that column name is written. On that note only you will make. So let's see. That name was manager only. Okay. So select manager from departments. Okay. So it will give on the combined distinct unknown column names in the field. Oh, sorry. Every time you need to just cross check silly things. Okay, done. Then these are the unique names. It is displayed. Then come to next questions. What it is saying? List all the names from employee and department managers, including duplicate. Or same as to your only difference is premium on. Okay. Then execute. So these are the results. Then come to next questions. These employees are listed. Which employees are also listed as department managers, like intersect. Okay, employees from here select name from employees, okay, where that column name, which one, first column and name in, then subquery started, or second table will check, select that manager from departments table. Okay. Oh, let's run. Okay. So it is saying no such employees are there. Okay. Now this, then go for next, because if you see like which common employee, because completely different employee names are there. Then which employees are not department managers. Okay, not department managers. So completely same as to you. So it will execute the faster because it is similar to except. Okay. Complete fast columns employee name. It will give, then we'll go for, I think not exist. It is fine. Departments without any employees in 3 ways. Okay, so let's do in not exist. So select which department don't have any employees assigned to them. So select what departments. Okay, so in second table we will consider under department that name was the manager. Okay. Because employee means employee names. Okay, so select manager from departments. Select manager from departments where not exist. Select check for existence from table. First table will check from employee where to relate common column employees dot common columns from which one that department ID equals to departments this one is our for our cross check how it was the department it was only department like we need to check detective underscore name. It is in unknown column employees dot department in where clause. Sorry, where means vector column name. Select one from employee where department and what it is in department in where clause. Okay, where clause we pick the operator or which departments don't have employees assigned to them. Okay. Where column name like one from employees. Well, because you don't take join. Let's see. I think we need to assign. Okay. Select manager from departments. Suppose we will take alias. Sorry. Actually, here I mentioned that join plus correlated subquery. So we need to join means we need to alias. We need to name them alias. Department is E, then employee E, where E dot departments, then D dot department name. Let's see. Unknown. Then E dot departments. Let's see. Where E dot department, D dot deputy name. Everything is right, I think. E dot department, it is there. E dot department, then D dot department, deputy name. Then either 4 unknown column, E dot in letters. Select one from select manager from departments. Only thing I forgot like to join mention. I mentioned that alias. Then where not exist gone. Then software part. Select from that table name where then where is that? Okay. Let's So here I forget actually to mention that join. Okay, it takes the combination of join plus correlated subqueries. Okay, then our last next questions. Same way we not in already we did correlated. It's done. Study window. Which department have employees from Mumbai and average? First read the questions. So here the retrieve column is select what are the column is those departments. It is only one column, one table. Okay, so those departments. So these departments. Okay. Okay. Anyways, what we have to do? Select departments because here already employee related things are there. Okay, age is there, like where condition, whose name starts with A, and whose name gone, then whose average condition, average total compensation, and departments get high average compensation, average total compensation. Okay, so select departments have employees, so count all will take as alias total employee. Select departments and departments into, then count total employee because the departments have employees, the total employee, comma, then it has asked for what that salary plus bonus average of salary plus bonus which I state as average compensation, only average compensation. Okay, then from employee table name employees, then where it will take where which city it will take, where city, where that Mumbai Delhi means city in Delhi, comma Mumbai, close bracket, and age between what 28 and 40, and which name, the name column starts like operator A while character, then whose average total compensation is greater than 60,000. Where is done, select every time I'm saying from table name employees. Okay, where is done. Now it will take group by which one is departments, then having it will take because condition, so average of column name salary plus bonus greater than 60,000, then order by average count descending order. Unknown departments. Groups what department. Okay, every time you need to cross it. Okay, remember maybe spelling somewhere it left over. So no such results based on that condition. Our query executed, so that matters. Next question. Two tables, so concepts are which departments have employees from Mumbai, Delhi, 2830, and whose average total compensation. So here it has given department name, manager, and average compensation. Okay. So the department name, manager, and average compensation. So we'll go for select. Here concept of join. So we'll have to first alias. Okay. This time we should not forget about that. We missed in our previous course. So which departments have employee? We need to select D dot department. Check what it is asking. So the department name, manager, and average compensation. Okay. So the department name, manager. It was like D people, name, then D dot manager, then E dot average, no? E dot average of E dot salary plus E dot bonus. Every time that table notation and yes dot column name. Okay. E dot bonus and average anything else in it, just cross check. So the department name, manager, and average compensation, table average compensation limited 3 departments. Done. Okay, so select the done. Need from our table what departments alias D join employees, because what we first give the notation from where it was generated, so from this table alias. Okay, employees E on join done. Select from, then join, then on, then condition, table name, E dot our department equals to D dot deputy name, join on, then it will take where, because in operator this will take simple condition will be taken by where E dot city column in Delhi and Mumbai within inverted because string, so close the bracket, then and one more operator E dot age, because age it will take between operator, then value 28 and 30, and then it is saying whose average total compensation exceeds 60,000. That means it will take group by whom, D dot DBT name, D dot manager, then having it will take condition average of E dot salary, you can take copy paste. Is 60,000, that value just we need to check excess. Okay, 60,000 done. Then also having order by it has asked order by that compensation it has asked. And then limit top 3, need to check ask each other. Average sorted by highest average compensation, top 3. Okay, so highest means it will take DESC descending. Okay, then our limit 3. Discuss distinct mistakes. Just cross check somewhere any spelling left out or any clause or operator. So let's execute. Successfully we executed. So result will be this one, that highest. Though due to only one result output, it is not giving top 3 because our data is very limited. Okay. So that's it. This is the last part. So go through it. So limit 3, that doesn't mean 3 means it will give the 3 rows, but due to that data set and its components, it gives the result. So no worries, our query is correct, that matters. Okay, this is the only sample set. So whenever big data sets will get, we'll do in this method. One more thing I want to say here, that whenever we are using SQL, that limit is also there. Up to 50,000 rows, we can make it. Okay. So that's it for today. So I want to just take you from the starting. Let's go through it. There are different types of operator. Set operator. Everything we did it. Then standard order. Select, from, join, on, where, group by, having, order by, limit. Then it will clause. Now that clauses are used with operator. We made it. Then looking at the business scenario, we did problem solving queries, including all clause and operator individually and combined. Then set operator, we did it. And then based on that questions also we did it. Whenever that join and correlated subquery we are using, just give the table notation using alias. Okay. This time we should not forget, that we should keep in our mind. And then 2 case studies. It was bonus for you people. One is only one table using. Then last one we did it through 2 tables taking help of join. Okay, how the join makes the department information, joining that employees and departments. Then where filters, group by also, that aggregate, and then having that aggregate condition, then order by, that like ascending or descending order, then limit, it's the top 3 departments. But due to our size of the data and value, it gives the only one highest department's result. Okay. Hope it will be helpful to you people. Hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like the video, like it, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, Tech and Beyond Jasmine channel, and get all the updated notification, and share this channel with your friends and family and your relatives. Thank you. Have a good day. Jai Jagannath.